recording. Let's start over really fast because I forgot to record when we were starting. So, yeah. So you said that Ball wasn't really in their right mind.
Headspace, yeah.
As so
when they transform, it was like it kind of like fucked up the head and uh still trying to like get back into like the normal like human form. So they went after Toto and Kafka, thinking like that was where they were going next, and
it was just kind of like we got to
yeah,
get this done. They
and
they
also
they're on
worried
they,
about
they tunnel
Toto as
visioned.
well. Yeah,
Gotcha.
being worried about Toto.
Okay. Well, yeah. The last thing you remember doing in a fit of rage is lunging into an open portal. Your molecular data was compressed and stretched, plummeting you to a new area. Everything is black around you as you feel yourself begin to lose consciousness. Then a glimpse of someone familiar. You recognize it as Nomi. She's running in the opposite direction of your line of sight. Right as your body begins to move its muscles to try and reach out to her or get her attention, you're awoken. There's a different yet also familiar voice softly calling out to you. When you open your eyes, you immediately feel cold yet thick air touch your skin. It almost jolts you awake completely. Lying on your back, Kafka of the Stellaron Hunters is leaning over you, attempting to get your attention. She says in a low, alluring voice, "Hello. Time to get up, sleepyhead." What does Ball do in response as they're kind of getting their bearings?
Where are we?
That's a good enough question as I had. She says that she kind of like helps you up by like grabbing your arm, and as you kind of look around, you notice that you're in this dreary forest with dead trees surrounding them on all sides. As Kafka notices you looking around, she begins to explain. From what I know, we've made it to World 5. Congratulations. Since Blade and Silverwolf seem to have taken a liking to you, I decided not to just leave you behind, especially being unconscious in this foreign place. And you see a little familiar creature, Toto. He kind of like hops over, and he like runs up to you, and he goes like meep meep meep. And Kafka says, "Yes, and as much as I don't trust this thing, it was adamant on sticking together."
So it's just the three of us right now?
Yep. Looks like everybody else went back to their warm, safe space station.
What happened in the sea? I can't seem to remember.
Make a, give me I'll just do an intelligence check. Let's see how much, Ball kind of remembers as they kind of look into their mind.
Oh, please tell me this works. Oh, I just did that.
Yeah, I think you just click where the intelligence is. Oh, okay. 17? Interesting. So yeah, as you kind of ask that question, Kafka says to you, it was that ocean, remember? That lighthouse that kept us trapped within. And as she says that, you kind of like those words kind of trigger a memory back in you, and you remember just like the chaotic waves crashing against your body, and you struggling to keep yourself up while lightning crashes down on everybody, and you remember the horror and like your heart beginning to race as you see Malher's unconscious body floating in the water and everybody running towards him. And that's all you can really remember until you're kind of like your rage kind of fogged your mind.
How come no one joined us?
That's a good question. They probably just wanted a little bit of a break, but I'm not very much interested in taking breaks when something so tantalizing is right within our grasp. She says as she kind of looks out into this like forest that seems to be spanning for miles and miles. I'm interested in the Stellaron that's inside of this virus. It's not just going to wait idly while we're all hanging out in this space station. And I feel fine enough to keep going. And, actually, your health probably should have been, oh no, yeah, it's at the right, okay, I was looking at Toto's and I was like, why do you have 99 hit points? That doesn't seem right. Okay, but no, that's accurate. Kafka turns to you and, she kind of extends a hand and she says, are you raring to go? Or did you just jump in here because you felt like it?
I can't seem to recall, but I'm here now. I might as well follow you.
Sounds good to me. And Toto kind of lets out a little like meep of excitement as he's just happy to be with friends. And you watch Kafka kind of like give it a side eye, like, I still don't trust this thing. I hope you know it just paints a giant target on our backs.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Kafka said that she doesn't trust Toto because he paints a giant target on our backs.
Well, he's helped us a lot so far. It won't hurt to have him stick with us for a little bit. If something bad goes wrong, well...
As you say that, give me a perception check. Oh, okay. Zam! Yeah, as you kind of see that, you're kind of, like, looking behind Kafka, and you notice that, like, this fog that is, like, surrounding this, forest, almost like you're in this, like, suspended world. You watch as, like, a figure begins to emerge from the fog and walk towards you. As their, person kind of emerges from this, like, obscured, thick fog that is, obscuring, them, they walk towards you. And, I wonder if you would recognize her. You weren't at the restaurant. You were at the arcade, weren't you? Yeah, you were. Yeah, so you would, like, very vaguely recognize this woman as just, like, this mysterious figure that has, just been kind of, like, haunting you guys throughout this journey. And some people kind of just call her the restaurant lady, because that's where, like, I think Emio and Malher first encountered her there, and Durand. They just call her the restaurant lady. When she starts to walk towards you guys, and, what does Ball immediately do? What is their kind of reaction?
I guess they get tense a little. They don't... Could I do another perception check and see, like, if, since they resemble Nomi?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah.
What'd you get, 12? Yeah, You can't really sense any, like, familiarity from this person, but you can sense, like, they definitely seem familiar, but you can't really place where quite yet. And right as you're trying to, like, think in your mind, like, who is that? Where does she come from? She speaks in this, like, kind of monotone, like, eerie voice. Hello, bounty hunter. And a Stellaron hunter. What are you two doing in my world alone?
We didn't come here on purpose. At least I don't think we did.
You notice that Kafka has drawn... She's, like, holding, like, a pistol that she has holstered on her waist, and she's kind of, like, holding it ready to draw it. And she's, like, kind of steps in front of you. And she says, this one's here on personal business, but you're correct that I'm a Stellaron hunter, and I've been simply following Elio's script to retrieve the Stellaron that's inside of you. And this woman doesn't seem to really react that much. She kind of just, like, almost like robotic. She kind of looks at both of you, and she continues to speak. You've been here before. You do know that playing this game with such low numbers is basically suicide. I've absorbed enough of this space station where anything I want can become a reality in this game. Not even the people hiding you are safe. And, as you kind of just, both of you just kind of, like, listen and just kind of take in her figure. Her figure kind of, like, almost, like, merges with the fog and disappears. But, let me see. Give me another perception check, actually. Let's see if, you notice this. Okay, yeah, you definitely begin to notice this. Right as she kind of, like, merges into this fog, you notice that some of the dead trees are kind of like melting a little bit. It's kind of difficult to describe. Their like branches begin to like melt and like kind of merge down into the ground, and they take this like red, like almost like viscous form, and they kind of take shape, and their roots like dig out of the ground and like pop out and begin to move almost like snakes, like hissing in the wind. And they begin to move towards you. I would like you to take initiative, please. As these virus fragments begin to come towards you. I will have Kafka roll initiative as well. I will add a turn. Kafka? Oh. This guy. And this guy. Kafka. Let's see what she rolls, and then I'll deal with the guys. Girl got a 7. Come on now. Alright, girly. Total will always be at 1. This guy did not get a 7. I don't know why that went in for them. Alright. Alright, let me change the music. I'll just grab... Yeah, this seems fine. Alrighty, it is now your turn. There's some guys.
Creepy little fucker.
The creepy guys are coming. And just keep in mind you did not take any kind of short or long rest in between the last session, so everything should be the same. You could take your time because it's just you.
Yeah, I'm like so not used. I'm like.
Yeah, I understand.
Out this laptop. I can't like move the map.
Oh shit! Really?
I can't move where I can see Paul. I can only see like
pick the hand, like the hand on the left hand corner, and then it'll let you kind of move.
The entire website.
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm sorry.
We're struggling. We're struggling.
Scuffed as hell. Oh my god.
No, it's fine. It's just one person, so you're not technically waiting on anybody, so you can take as long as a turn as you want. That's the good thing.
I hate being like on the spot because I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
Oh yeah.
Like earlier, I was just silent. I was like laughing. I'm like, what the fuck do I say? I'm like, thank Christ, Ball's a silent character.
Ball just is just built different. They're too scared to tell Kafka. They're just there to rizz her up. They're like, oh shit.
Oh my god. Alright.
Yep, it's your turn. You are, I'll kind of see how far you are from. Wait, about 25 feet away from this guy.
I guess big flipping shovel.
Big fucking shovel, get it right.
Oh, I did make it.
Yep, so you go ahead and you can use your movement and... I assume you're attacking... Yeah, okay, I see now. A 25, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage. Alright, perfect. I believe you have a second attack. I think because you're a barbarian. Or actually, I'm not sure. Let me double check for you really fast. Yeah, as you kind of swing extra attack, do I see that in there? No, I do not. Okay. Yeah, so you don't have an extra attack, but you do have a bonus action. So I assume, did you want to use your bonus action to attack again? Or you can take back that second roll and do something else, use a different ability.
You said I can do the attack?
Yeah, you don't have an extra attack, but you do have a bonus action. But I just didn't know if you wanted to use that to...
Is there like a hide, right?
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to hide, yeah.
How do I do that?
It's a rogue ability. I think it's called cunning action. You can just hide in as a bonus action. I don't think it needs it requires a roll or anything. You can just kind of say it.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Cunning hide.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll say that you kind of run in, you kind of swing your shovel, and you bonk this, like, goopy mass of disgustingness on like, the top of where, like, its head would be, and it kind of, like, dents in and, like, lets out, like, a hiss. And then you quickly run behind one of the, like, the trees, and you're hiding. Let me see if there's, like, a hiding... Yeah, like, a hiding... whatever. It's fine, I'll keep track of it. It is now this guy's turn. Unless there's anything else you wanted to do with your action?
No, I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, this guy, he gets... Okay, that's interesting. He cannot move, but he can fly. So you kind of watch as this thing kind of like kind of begins to like hover in the air. And it moves over towards Kafka, and it's gonna make a multi-attack at her. Bro gets a nat 20 on the first roll, what the hell?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So... That's a lot of damage. And then Kafka has to make a con save. I should just gotta like keep her character sheet open at all times. That would probably be helpful. Con save. Okay, yep, she's fine. And then he's gonna make a second attack. It's a 16, which misses. Yeah, so you watch as this thing kind of like hovers over, and then immediately like two like tentacles extend like arms and just kind of latch onto Kafka's like shoulders as if to like grab her. And you can watch as it kind of like bites down. You know how like leeches, they don't necessarily bite, but they just kind of like start like sucking on skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it just starts to kind of like suck into her skin and like keep her in place, and you notice she takes a bit of damage, but she's fine. It's her turn now, and she's not very happy that that this happened. It's too close for her. Toto is... yeah. Okay, so she does get sneak attack, so she's gonna go ahead and pull out her long sword. She's gonna go and attack this thing. She gets a 24 to hit. That hits, and then... that is a lot of damage. Yeah, you watch as she kind of like, she pulls out her long sword, and kind of like in 2 slashes, she goes ching ching, and like severs these like arms of this beast. And they kind of fizzle out on top of her shoulders, but you can see there's still like a wound there. And I believe that's it for her turn because she's a rogue that doesn't get second attack because lol. It's now this guy's turn, and you are hiding, so he's gonna have disadvantage, but he's gonna try and attack you. Actually, I need you to make a con save for me. And, oh, Kafka will have to make one as well. I'll have her make one. Oh, shit! Let's do... okay, what is the save? Okay, Kafka's fine. But yeah, as you kind of like, you're like hiding behind this tree, you can, like, despite not being in contact with this thing, it's like presence. It seems to be irradiating this kind of like this aura of like, it's hard to explain, almost like kind of like this radioactive almost aura, and you're a little bit too close to it, so I need you to take you take 18 radiant damage as this thing is very close to you, and it's just like aura is harming your mental state here. And he's gonna try and make an attack against you, but he does have disadvantage because you are hiding. Gets a 3 and a... okay, he got a nat 20, but his lowest was a 3, so he does not hit you. These dice are goofy as hell. His second attack comes out. His lowest was a 13 to hit. Does that meet your armor class? Yeah, what is your armor class? 19. Nope, that does not hit. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't hit you, but it is now Toto's turn. Toto, he is engaged with this thing. Oh yeah, Toto actually needs to make a con save as well, because he's within this thing's range. Toto's fine. Toto's actually going to run over to you. He's gonna heal you a little bit.
Yay!
You heal 13 hit points. As you hear Toto's just goes meep meep meep, and he's letting you know to hang in there. He doesn't want you to regret. He's basically hooking you and Kafka up. He wants this to go smoothly. You know that meme where it's like, why'd you invite this third guy to the group chat? Oh, do your thing, bro.
Oh my god.
That's Toto right now. Alright, and let me go back. Right, that's the end of the turn order, so it's back to you. It is now your turn.
How much HP does the guy attacking have?
He looks just barely hurt. Looks like you just kind of scratched him a little bit. The other guy looks like almost bloodied. And if you don't know D&D lingo, bloodied means half health.
Okay, Can I sneak attack?
You do not... actually you do, because you're hiding. Yeah, so you do get sneak attack. Make sure to roll to hit first.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, roll to hit, and then you can do your sneaky. I believe you have advantage. You have advantage because you're hiding, I think. Oh no, roll your to hit dice. Like the D20 plus the... Yeah. Like, it says attack, I think, yeah. The +9, I think it is, because you're a rogue.
Sorry, how do I do this?
Go where it says attacks and spellcasting. See, if you're attacking with big fucking shovel, just click the +9, and that'll roll to hit for you. It's like in the middle of a... Oh, no, you keep hitting sneak attack. Click the +9.
This?
Yeah, there you go. That hits. Okay, and then... Oh, no, you're fine. Then you can hit damage and then sneak attack. 8 bludgeoning. Perfect. 10 sneak attack. Awesome. Yeah, this guy... Yeah, you do a big chunk of damage in him. Do you want to hide again as your bonus action?
Yes, please.
Perfect. Alright, it's this guy's turn. The guy over on the left here, he's gonna go after Toto, because he saw that Toto, was healing, and he's like, that's not good. First one is a 19 to hit. That hits. Second attack comes out. That's gonna miss. And then... Toto is immune to that, so he does not take that damage. Alright. It is now Kafka's turn. Kafka... Oh, I should just keep her thing out at all times. I'm gonna, like, make this smaller. There we go. Alright. Kafka, she's gonna kind of circle around so that you guys are kind of back to back here. And let me see what she can do here. I don't usually play this type of rogue, so... Ooh, interesting. Okay, she's gonna do that then. Alright, she's gonna go out, pull out her longsword, she's gonna go for an attack. What is the... Yep, that hits. Just gonna do that. Sneak attack dammy. And then... Alright, this thing looks really hurt as she's kind of like circling around it, like slashing at it with her longsword. And it seems to be kind of like almost melting in place as it is having a hard time keeping form. And let's see... She's gonna use... Where the hell is that? Yeah, she's gonna use this, actually. As after she kind of slices at this thing with this long sword, she kind of turns her back to you. And you watch her, she kind of calls out to you, and she says... If you keep hiding like that, we're not going to get anything done. Steel yourself, okay? And she uses the help action, which gives you advantage on your next attack. Yippee.
Huge.
And, however, it is now Guy's turn. This fucking guy. Let me grab the ruler. Oop, square. Okay, you and Kafka need to make a con saving throw once again for me. This guy is... Okay, you're fine.
Woo!
After taking damage from that, that first time, his aura is kind of just like... light work, no reaction. She's gonna make that good save here. Alright, both of you are fine. Okay, but it's now his turn. He's gonna go after Kafka, actually, because I believe she's within range. I believe he's flank, actually. He's gonna move flank right here. I'm gonna go after Kafka. Gets a... ooh, that just barely hits her. And then... She's gonna make another con save. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh. You watch... actually, here, I'll roll his second attack, see if that hits. It does. Interesting. Okay. Alright, yeah, so you watch as this thing, it kind of, like... It seems to almost, like, not even pay attention to you anymore, and it just kind of, like, uses its one arm as, like, a whip, and it goes pow, and it kind of slashes across, Kafka's, like upper torso. And you can watch as her, like, that wound that was on her shoulder before, it's starting to kind of, like... How do I say this? It's not super disgusting. It's starting to, like, kind of bleed a bit more, but not really in a way that, like, normal bleeding. It's kind of like, there's something seeping out of her wound now, and it's not looking very good.
Great.
Ouch. Try not to, like, describe it too disgusting. It's hard. Those are his 2 attacks. Toto's turn. He's gonna make an attack, actually. Toto, get your character sheet over here, boy. He's gonna try and attack this guy right next to him. Oh, Toto misses.
God damn.
Toto. He's gonna miss, unfortunately. But we go back to you. You're hiding, so you also have advantage because you are... Kafka helped you a little bit, so you have advantage on your next attack, which means you roll twice, take the higher number.
I'll do 2-handed shovel.
Alright.
Do I hit the +9 first or the damage type?
Do the +9 to hit. And then click it twice. We'll take... Oh, excuse me, we'll take the higher number. Alright, 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 13. You get sneak attack, so go ahead and roll your sneaky. Boom, nice. Yeah, this guy's looking bloodied at this point. You kind of, like, you run up from behind the tree and you just whomp! You're just bonking him on the head. You have your bonus action. Are we hiding?
Nah.
Oh, okay, what are you gonna do for your bonus action?
So what can I do?
On your bonus action, you can either... I'm just looking at Kafka's sheet, because she's also a rogue, so she gets the same shit as you. You can dash, which means double your movement. You can disengage to prevent opportunity attacks from the guy if you try to move away from his range. You can hide, as we said. You can also activate rage on your bonus action. You can attack again.
I think I'll attack again.
Okay, go for it. Yep, that just barely hits. Nice. Roll damage. Alright, and no sneak attack because you can only do that once per turn, but 7 damage is good. Okay, awesome. Alrighty. Is that it for your turn, or are you gonna use any of your movement?
I'm gonna move towards Toto, I guess.
If you move out of the guy's range, he will get an opportunity attack on you. Yeah, but you can circle around him if you choose to do that. Or you could just stay in place, that's up to you.
I'll stay in place then.
Alrighty. This guy... he's cornering... he's kind of flanking Kafka right now. He's gonna go for an attack on her. It's a fucking 6, like a loser. Second attack comes out. Gets a 3. Okay. Oh, well, no, he has advantage. So that was his first attack that misses. It's a fucking 5. It's a nat 1. Bruh. Wow. Okay. Alright. I think... I'm gonna do a squarey square. Yeah. Everybody needs to make a con saving throw for me. One more time. Alright, you're fine. You're fine. Kafka... Ow. Yeah, she's kind of like in between these two guys. These two, what is it? 18? Yeah. she's in between these two virus fragments, and there's kind of auras, kind of like, you can see, like, the closer she is to these things, the more her wound is starting to react, and she's kind of like, she like lifts up a hand, she's kind of like trying to cover it, kind of like keep it from bleeding any longer, but she's not looking too good. And oh yeah, I'm gonna make Toto make that save as well. Toto con save. Oh, Toto! Toto, no! Toto, no! Yeah, Toto... What the hell am I doing here? Oh my god. Yeah, Toto... Owie. But he doesn't seem to take as much as you thought he did. But he did take a bit. Alright. I need to... Okay, who the heck's turn was it? It was... this guy. Yes. It is now Kafka's turn. She's not doing too good. So what she's gonna do... She's going to... Let's do this. This guy's more hurt, so she's gonna flank with Toto. Attack with that. The long sword. 21, that's nice. I believe she kills this thing. Let me just double check. Yeah, she does. Yeah, you kind of watch as she's, you watch as, like, she kind of turns around, she squeezes her shoulder with her, with, like, her wound, and then she kind of, like, keels back with her other hand in the long sword, and she's just like, and goodbye! And she turns around and swings, and this thing kind of, like, it's like, it's almost like she kind of decapitates it. It's kind of like, she slices it in half, and it just kind of, like, melts into nothing, just kind of, like, seeps into the ground. And, she lets out, like, a big, heavy sigh. She's like, one more. And, as her bonus action, she's gonna hide as well, because she's like, fuck that shit. He's gonna use cunning action to hide as well. And it's now this guy's turn. Yeah, he's gonna go for you. He has... Did you hide last turn? I don't think... No, you attacked again.
I did not.
Okay, so he has just normal damage. He gets a 16 to hit you. Does that meet your armor class? I don't think so.
Armor class is 19.
Okay, yep. So he misses. His second attack comes out. Gets a 21.
Yay.
Damn! Alright, so you need to take 13 radiant damage, and I need you to make a con save. What was that? 14 on the con save?
Yeah.
Yep, you're fine. Yeah, he kind of just like whips at you again. He's almost kind of just like thrashing around at this point. And it kind of like grazes your arm, but you're able to kind of resist that like virusy, like almost like radioactive feeling. What'd you say?
The thing that happened to Kafka didn't happen to me.
Yeah. Pretty much,
okay.
Yeah. Kafka is not looking too good, but she's kind of light work, no reaction. Toto's turn. Toto's gonna run over. He has a lot of movement, if I remember correctly. I'm kind of just like... I'm gonna put up both Toto and Kafka's character sheets just at the same time, just because... Yeah, he has 45 speed. It's gonna heal you again. Ball, you hear 16 hit points. He's gonna move his movement to go. It's gonna go right behind here. Alright, now it's back to you. This guy is looking about bloodied.
I guess two-handed shovel.
Two-handed shovel, gotcha. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And you get sneak attack because Kafka is there. Nice! Yeah, this thing is looking really bad now. You have a bonus action.
I will hide.
Hide, alrighty. Kafka's gonna go then. She's gonna kind of steal the kill from you, sorry, she's just like that. She's gonna try and go for it. Yep. Yeah, you kind of watch as she kind of like... You bonk it on the head, and then as it's kind of like faltering and like kind of melting down, she just kind of like slices it and then steps on it with her heel to kind of like almost dig it into the ground as it kind of just like dissipates into just like ash and almost like the dirt, the very dirt that was on the ground. And yeah, we are out of initiative now. Kafka kind of lets out like an even larger sigh, and you can notice that she's still kind of like holding her let me get some different music. She's kind of holding her shoulder right now as she's not looking too good. Let me get some different music here.
How are you holding up?
This is nothing, as she says, as she's very clearly... It's a little bit more than nothing. Ooh, I got the wrong song. This is for later. What? Hold on.
Oh, what?
Later in the campaign. Hold on.
Ooh.
For the Penacony sequel.
I was gonna say, I hope I didn't hear the Penacony music I just heard.
We're going to Penacony. You made it. You made it right there. You exit the forest into Penacony. Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kafka, she kind of like is like kind of speaking through her teeth as she's kind of like inhaling air through her teeth to kind of suppress this pain that she's feeling. She says, "This is my first time encountering the virus in a little bit. Seems they're growing smarter. But I'm fine." And Toto kind of like walks up to Kafka and kind of like almost like looks up at her as it like meep meep, kind of seeing if like he's like kind of seeing if he can do anything to help. He says, "I don't need any help from the very thing that's dragging this virus to us in the first place." She kind of like snaps at it as she kind of keeps walking. She turns back to you and says, "Are you coming or not?"
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Toto just kind of like, his ears kind of droop down. He's like following behind you. He likes you more than he likes Kafka.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to look around in the forest before we kind of follow this trail here?
Like, I guess a perception check?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's see.
Sure thing.
How perceptive.
Oh my god, you're so perceptive. Yeah, as you kind of like walking, you kind of come up on this like hill as you both are like walking, and you can see that there's a chapel in the distance over the hill that's kind of like coming up on you guys. It looks like a real rundown chapel from how far away you are. And Kafka kind of like notices it too, and she's like, "Oh great. I wonder if anybody's home."
This is that woman's world, right? She kind of gives off the lone wolf type, but I mean, maybe there's someone here. We won't know for sure.
If anyone's home, they're likely already under the influence of her.
I agree.
Be on your guard. And Toto's kind of walking as well. Alright, and then we will move on. Oh my god, I'm so happy I could just move you, just the two of us, into the chapel and not everybody else has to see it. I'm so... love it! Ignore the black box. You don't see anything. And I'll drag yourself in. I can do it. There we go. Burp. And we'll drag in Kafkers. There we go. And then let me check my notes real quick. Yeah, so you kind of walk down this hill, and it comes up to this this chapel that looks very dilapidated on the outside. There's like moss and some cobwebs, like you can kind of see in the cracks of the windows. The doors are kind of like this old wooden doors that look like they've been weathered down by, years and years of it being here. And they're kind of just like there's like a light breeze and you can hear it go as they're kind of like these double doors are kind of like, they're so weak on the hinges that they're just kind of like moving back and forth a little bit. But you can't really see into the chapel quite yet. To the right of this, as you kind of walk further in, you can see that there's a graveyard here with even with like dark dead trees. It's kind of like looming over these grave sites, and you can see more like cobwebs connecting these graves to the ground, and there's dirt and dead bushes. Just, this looks like this place hasn't been tended to in a long, long time, seemingly.
Ball laughs. Or chuckles.
What's so funny? Kafka will ask you.
It's just reminding me of how I used to live. I used to work at a graveyard, quite literally. This actually kind of brings peace of mind to me. But, that's kind of weird to say, but...
You never
feels
know.
nice.
This might be a way of the virus mocking you, or lulling you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, you have a point.
Toto's just gonna stay by. Kafka's gonna walk up and check the door here. She kind of like leans on the two double doors and they immediately like creak open. She's like, well, doors aren't locked on this side.
I have a bad feeling about this. Like, you know those, zombie movies where they rise from the ground and, head towards people who are alive? I'm starting to think this might enclose us and we might have to deal with that.
I think I've seen Silverwolf play a game or two, something like that. She kind of says that she kind of like crosses her arms a little bit. Do you say we look around a bit more?
Might be wise to.
Alright. I am interested in this chapel, though. I can sense a powerful presence behind those doors. And Kafka will start kind of like walking past, and she'll go over to the grave site. Alright, let me actually, give me a perception check, and then I'll ask you, are you going to be moving through this graveyard stealthily or not?
I think I will.
Okay. And then, okay, alright, and then tell me what your passive stealth is. I believe it's underneath where, like, your stats are.
Passive stealth. Where can I see that? I see passive wisdom.
I think I might be thinking of D&D Beyond, because I know D&D Beyond has them in their character sheets, but it might not in here. Oh, it doesn't. That's stupid. Then just roll stealth for me really quick. In that case, we'll just do that. Reception and then stealth. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I will keep that in mind. Yeah, as you you kind of walk over and you approach this this graveyard, Kafka notices the gates are wide open, and as you're looking out, what was that? A perception? You notice that a few things. Some of the graves either seem like open or like dug up slightly. It looks like whoever buried them didn't really do a very good job, or like it might have been tampered with. You have a lot of experience with how graves are supposed to look, and some of them seem a little bit off. And as you're kind of walking closer, you notice over on like this side, the names on the graves are familiar to you, at least in this row. The first one here kind of like the one that you're kind of facing right now, it says Durand. And you look to the left of that one, and it says Maple. You look to the left of that one, you see Farth, and then Kura, and then Emio. It looks like all of your fellow bounty hunters have a grave here. But you don't see one for yourself. Nor do you see one for Malher quite yet.
This place is so shabby. They clearly don't know what they're doing here.
Do you want to... Are you suggesting we go inside the chapel and ask for a job? Do you think you could do anything better? Kafka's kind of joking with you.
I wouldn't ask for something like this. I'd just do it myself.
Nice.
I guess it's just part of their job that I would just not really rely on anyone else.
Sure, you're the lone wolf's type, I see.
I've been used to being by myself, but honestly, it was nice talking to people like Silverwolf and Blade. It makes me feel like, it isn't that bad, and that I have some relatability with people, and I thought I could never really have that kind of connection with people. Maybe things will change, but I don't know if I should be too hopeful.
Do you feel that same way with your fellow bounty hunters?
Not really. I can't remember really bonding with them, but I didn't really try either. I didn't really feel like I could.
That just makes me wonder if they're searching for you right now. It would be quite a shame if they've forgotten about you.
Well, I can't exactly know for sure, but I think it'd be best if they did forget about me.
Kafka kind of turns her head at that. She just isn't really, she seems taken aback by that.
I'm gonna head further in.
Alright then. And Kafka starts kind of just moving around some of the graves, and Toto's kind of like looking at the graves here and feeling very sad because he thinks that his friends are dead.
No.
But yeah, are there any... Here, let me actually, because you would have noticed this. I'll write it down. You would see that. Let's give it a little marker. You notice that these are the graves that seem... Oh, shit! I didn't mean it to be filled in black. Hold on. This grave, and this grave are the ones that seem the most like they were tampered with. But all the other ones you are free to search.
I think I could go to, maybe head to the big tree and scope that out.
Big tree, you got it. Yeah, give me an investigation check as you look at the big tree. Oh, interesting. Let me check my notes very quickly. Yeah, you kind of walk up to this big tree that kind of caught your eye, and it kind of looks like a weeping willow that kind of lost all its leaves. Its branches like kind of curl down and are just kind of like swaying in the wind. Its bark is rotting, and it looks almost like the tree is dying. There's a bit of like water that kind of pulled in from a rainfall. That's kind of circling around the tree, but you kind of notice as you're kind of looking around you're like kind of looking around of how rotted and dead this tree is. You notice there's like a large hole in the front of it that looks big enough for like a person to fit into. Kind of like the typical Alice in Wonderland hole in the tree, you know what I mean?
Yeah. These, could I investigate, like, what they say?
Oh yeah. You want to like wait? Which graves are you looking at? You want to know? You want to see like their epitaphs and stuff?
Yeah, these.
Yeah, these ones. Yeah, you go to look at some of these graves up here, and it looks like there was something like that used to be written on here, but it's been like kind of smudged off or like weathered. These one like these four up here, they seem. Let me see. With that investigation, oh yeah, you notice that they're empty actually. Like these like kind of like tombs here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's actually nothing in them yet, so it looks like there's. I haven't found a place for him yet. No one has really fit into that spot. Where are you looking to next?
Say again?
Where are you going next?
Let me zoom in. I can't really.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I know it's kind of a big map. We'll say Kafka's going over by the chapel. Just gonna kind of like investigate the outside of it.
Could I investigate the tampered ones?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do. Yeah, give me another investigation. As you, which one are you going to specifically?
One closest to me, right here on the left.
Gotcha. Okay. Nat 1, investigation. Yeah, you go to look at this grave here, and it just looks like... It looks like there's just a bunch of, like, dirt. It looks like it wasn't even really dug. It just looks like someone just slapped dirt in the hole and didn't really, like, cover it up. But you can't really find anything as you're kind of, like, looking around. But you do notice that that grave is also... It doesn't have an epitaph on it. Like, it's just a... There's no name written on it. You can...
Could I, dig?
Yeah, sure. You want to dig in there? What would that be? Probably like sleight of hand. Yeah, let's do a sleight of hand check to see how well you can kind of dig into the ground here. Are you digging with like your hands or like your shovel?
Shovel.
Shovel? Okay, then I'll give you advantage on that because you are very experienced with digging. Do like sleight of hand. Okay, awesome. Okay, that's very funny. And nat 1 to a nat 20. That's very funny. Yeah, so you're kind of like, oh, there's nothing here. So you kind of get out your big shovel and you start to dig. And your shovel, like, kind of clinks against something. And, not something big. It seems almost, like, very small and compared to your shovel. And you're kind of like, oh, what is this? And you pick it up and it's like a key ring. Very old, rusty keys are in your, very old, rusty keys were kind of slopped underneath the dirt here. There's let me see how many keys are on the ring. There's 1, 2, 3 keys on the key ring. And it looks like there's nothing else really in that piece of dirt. Like seems like an empty grave.
Can I move to another one and dig there, or investigate there first?
Yeah, sure. We'll say with the nat 20, I'll let you find one of them for free. Which one are you going to?
I guess we'll do this one.
That one? Alright, yeah. So you notice that one has already been dug up. Very strange. But this one has a bit of writing on it, you notice. There's no name written on there. It just says, like... It almost like, you know how, like, most graves are, like, they have, like, that... There's, like, an empty space where a name would be. But there is an epitaph written here. It says, I am a programmer before I am a human being. I want my work to be more than the tasks I set it to complete. It must span across the endless universe and become an eternal being of its own. Its birth will be my own suicide, so I leave this deep within its code, so it always remembers its existence. My final developer log will be inside my own creation, my iron tomb. And that is all that you can read It looks like there's probably a little bit more written on there, but it's undecipherable.
I leave and go to the last one.
That was weird. Anyways.
Literally, like, I don't really know what to do with this information.
Yeah.
Do not know it.
Not my problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
In this grave, you recognize that this is Malher's grave. It looks like it was the dirt looks very fresh. It looks like it was very recently dug. So you can kind of, with your shovel, you kind of start digging up. You kick up most of the dirt, and you find a few things in here. Feel free to add these into your inventory. 72 glow sticks. Those are in his inventory, not mine. There's like a whole shit ton of just like little glow sticks, the ones that you crack and you can like form into little things. There are 72 of them inside of this grave. And there's a vial. The other thing is a glass vial of some kind of dark red liquid. You don't really know what it is yet. But you do remember that Malher had it on his person and he did consume it during the fight with the Kraken. But you don't really remember what it did to him, but you do remember that it was on his person.
I think to myself, why is his stuff here, and why is he separated from everyone else? Because Ball does not know that he's dead or doesn't remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you remember seeing that he was unconscious towards the end of the fight, but you don't really know what else happened to him. And Tono kind of walks over to you, and he kind of sniffs the glow sticks in the vial, and he just kind of looks up at you, almost equally confused, and he goes, meep, meep.
I asked, did you find anything, Toto?
Let me see. Let me have Toto roll a little check here, see if he found anything interesting. Toto didn't find shit.
Great.
He kind of looks at you and kind of turns his head down, and he seems a little bit troubled at the names of his friends written on these tombs here. He kind of like looks at them, and he kind of looks at you as if to ask, like, is everybody dead? He's like kind of worried about it.
Meep, meep. I probably keep Kafka waiting. Maybe we should go see what she's up to, huh?
Meep, 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 meep. He doesn't like Kafka, but he'll go with you. As you walk back over, Kafka's kind of like investigating the windows of the chapel, and she notices you, and she says, you find anything interesting over there?
3 were tampered, and I'm not sure why, but I found a few keys, and Malher's belongings for some reason.
Kafka will kind of look at that red vial, and she says, "Oh, so that's where that went."
Was this yours?
Yes, truth be known, when I was under the presumption that this would be a race to World 6, I left a few traps in the wake of anybody who would be tailing me, and it's very funny to see that one of the bounty hunters picked up one of my assassin's blood. Truth be known, this is a poison. Not very strong, not very weak. It kind of just does its job. But it looks like some of it was consumed, so maybe that fool did think it was something that would help him hit it big. She kind of extends a hand to see if she can have back the assassin's blood.
And we'll give it back.
Alright. So you found some keys, I see. That's interesting because inside of the chapel doors are locked. But As I was investigating the outside of the chapel, I've heard noises inside. So there's definitely someone or something waiting for us in there.
Are you ready?
I'm not afraid of anything. If anything, it's a question for you.
That's good to know. Yeah, let's go.
After you. And she'll kind of open the door and lead you in. Yeah, you come inside of this, like, kind of small entrance room, and you notice that there's these two, like, big steel doors. But again, they seem, like, cracked and withered, and you try one of the keys on your keyring. First one doesn't really work, nah. Second one, oh yeah, there it goes, and it unlocks the door. And, do you open it?
Yeah, I open it before I, like... Can I open it wide open to, not like...
Are you gonna kind of, like, peek in?
Yeah.
Okay. I can actually move just this box. Let's fucking go. Okay. So let me open. Kafka will let you go first.
Me. My...
Alright. The chapel doors open slowly with a long creak, and even as you kind of peek inside, inside the room is an area shrouded in darkness, with the exception of 4 torches creating a dim light. 6 pillars line the perimeter of this corridor, leading down to an empty podium. There's no audience seated at the moment, but 2 pairs of glowing eyes from the ceiling corners are certainly watching. You can't see what is in there yet, but there's something in there. Kafka will follow
Could I
in.
get a stealth check?
Do you want to try and, like, sneak past them?
Yeah, if that
Sure.
be a thing.
Kafka will make a stealth check too, because she is sussy of this. 19 stealth. Good job, Kafka. Good job. Let's roll some perception checks from the creatures. Interesting. Yeah, as you kind of walk in, you kind of, like, immediately dart. You see those things looking around, and you're like, oh shit, and you kind of duck behind this pillar, and Kafka kind of, like, trails in after you. Also equally stealthily, but she kind of, like, as she's trying to slip past the door, it accidentally kind of closes with a much louder bang than she was anticipating. And you notice that one of the pairs of eyes kind of, like, almost disappear, and it begins to, like, you hear, like, a kind of like a skittering, like a large skittering sound, like something is skittering across the ceiling.
Ah, damn it.
Kafka's gonna hide behind the other pillow, and Toto's gonna hide with you. It doesn't seem to be coming towards you, it just seems like it heard a sound, and it kind of just started to move.
I kind of whisper, shout.
Yeah, you can whisper.
Mm-hmm. What do you think we should do?
Kafka kind of looks back. She kind of peeks out, and she says, let me have her make a perception check, actually, to see if she can see what the hell's going on. Yeah. Okay, with a 29, yeah, she kind of, you can see her kind of peek behind the pillar, and then she kind of motions and whispers to you. She says, there's 2 doors on the far end of this room. If we think we can get past there, we might not alert them. But they seem very aware of us, of something in the room.
Still stealthy. Is there a way I could, like, continually... I guess I don't know, sneak over to one of the doors.
Yeah, which door are you gonna sneak over to?
It's the left one, closer to
Left.
me.
Left one. Alright, make another stealth check for me.
Sure.
Okay. Interesting. So, as you're kind of like... You're kind of like sneaking past, kind of like hopping from pillar to pillar. And Kafka's kind of following behind. But as you kind of like turn this corner to go towards one of the doors, you kind of bump into one of these like wooden seats, and it falls over and makes this loud sound, and you immediately hear like a something hiss in the darkness. Something has noticed you. It comes in the light from one of the...
Whoa!
It comes in the light from one of the torches. You see one of its pairs of red glowing eyes as this mechanical arachnid type creature is kind of climbing up on the side of this wall, and it kind of looks at you. And go ahead and roll initiative for me. There's another one, by the way. We'll say that
Great.
this one noticed Kafka. Alright, let me... 24.2... Oop, let me add turns for these goobers. Then Kafka's roll initiative. Womp. I don't know why it keeps putting her initiative into their slot. That guy didn't get... Alright, whatever. You're in here twice. That is very strange. Get rid of that. Okay. Let me just change some music up real quick. Oh, you got some spooky music here. Let's get... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Alright, it is your turn. There are two big spiders, big robotic-like spiders. They're very big. And one has noticed you. And it is your turn.
Can I, like, do a perception or, like, an investigation check or something to see, like, what could be their weakness or something?
Oh, yeah, so you want to, like, kind of scope out what kind of creature this is?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do, like, a... Give me an intelligence check. Yeah, so you can, as you kind of look at this thing, you can definitely tell that it is a part of the virus. It seems like this virus has kind of upgraded from mere fleshy tentacle creatures to something much more solid, I would say. It is almost as if it has taken not only the instincts from the simulated universe, but also the technology of it, and is also just kind of like assimilated it into this kind of like robotic creature with a an armored core in the middle. And that's all that you can kind of discern from it for now. This thing definitely seems like a powerful force of the virus. We'll We'll say that. We'll say that was your bonus action, so you still have your action.
Okay. Could I try like going for its legs with big fucking shovel?
You want to try and attack it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, you try to swing at this thing, but it kind of like crawls up more on the ceiling, and the ceiling is too high for you to kind of reach even with your large shovel, and you miss. You still have your movement, though. You aren't actively engaged with this thing. Yeah, it's because you didn't attack it, and it didn't attack you.
Would moving behind maybe moving behind a pillar?
Yeah, let me double check. That gives you like it will give you some cover, I think. Where is that? I'm trying to look at my tracking. The obscured areas. Services, cover. Here we go. Yeah, we'll say it gives you half cover if you were to go behind the pillar. Are you gonna hide behind there, or are you gonna keep moving? It's up to you.
I'll hide.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, it's Kafka's turn, and she's like, oh shit. That's not good. Let me double check. Okay. Good to know. Alright, she's going to you kind of watch as she kind of like clicks her tongue. She's also going to stay behind the pillar, but she's going to try and shoot at it with her pistol. She unsheathes her. She draws her gun from her holster. I believe she hits. She doesn't get sneak attack though. Is this thing immune to any? No, she's not. It's not. Okay. What the hell am I doing? I'm just trying to... Let me edit its hit points, please. Yeah, you watch as she kind of, like, ducks out from behind this pillar, draws her pistol, and she kind of shoots she shoots around into this, spider creature, and it kind of... almost like right where it's like a... kind of like a soft spot in its armor. It seems to have taken a little bit of damage. And then she's going to use her bonus action to fucking hide. She does not like it. But it is now this thing's turn. You are hiding. But it's not going to have a very good time. What is the object? Substance. I see now. So what this thing is gonna do... Alright, yeah. So, you watch as this spider thing, it crawls over to, where you're hiding, and it's gonna swipe at the pillar that, you are hiding behind. So it's gonna make 2 attack rolls here. It makes... Oh, okay, never mind. That's a lot. It's gonna take... That one hits. That one misses. That's 20. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you watch as this thing kind of crawls over, and with its giant, like, what do I call it? Like, claw leg thing, it swipes across the stone pillar, and you watch as it shatters. It goes ching, ching, and it shatters completely, and the rubble goes everywhere and falls, around you, eliminating your cover. And it still has one more claw attack, so it's gonna make it at you. He's gonna try and stab you.
Great.
He gets a 19 to hit. What is your armor class?
19.
Okay, player's favor, he misses. Yeah, you kind of watch as he just destroys this pillar. I'll kind of draw on the map here just to kind of signify that it's gone. Just go like... Yeah, he kind of like destroys this pillar. And he kind of like tries to stab you with it. You roll out of the way, you're like, oh shit! Just narrowly missing you. And that's his turn. But it's now this guy's turn. Oh, don't move the map, please. What the hell? I almost moved the whole ass map. That would have been goofy. Just double check that still. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, this thing's gonna run up to Kafka. She is hiding, so he's gonna have disadvantage, but he does have a lot of attacks, so he's going to... Okay, interesting. Oh, actually, it's... we'll say that since you're right there, you'll be able to see this. Let me see. As this other spider begins to move, you watch as its kind of body begins to kind of like glimmer and shine a little bit, as it seems to kind of regain a bit of hit points at the start of its turn. As it seems to kind of have like some kind of regenerating ability. It moves over, and he's gonna try and take a little bite at Kafka here. So if that hits, Kafka needs to make a strength save, I believe. What is it? No, it's a dex save. Ah, she'll be fine. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, you watch as this thing goes to kind of bite her. It has like, it kind of opens its like armored like front face, and it has like these like disgusting steel like mandibles. It goes like, and it goes to bite at her, but she kind of rolls out of the way. Then it's gonna make a claw attack. That one misses.
Yeah.
That one misses. That one misses. One more. That one is a nat 1. Good job. And then sinks a lot of attacks. Let's see here. Alright. Alright, Kafka is gonna have to make a dex save one more time. She's fine. Yeah, you watch as this thing's eyes, its red eyes, almost like mechanical robotic like eyes, begins to glow, and it heats up, and the metal around it begins to kind of turn orange from the heat, and it goes pshing, and you see like these fire rays shoot out from its eyes and kind of try to graze Kafka, but she fortunately is able to duck out of the way, and she manages to dodge that, and that is its turn. It's now Toto's turn. He's like, oh, fucking hell. He's gonna try and heal Kafka a little bit. He's gonna hide behind this pillar here. Let me pull up, Toto's little character sheet here. He's gonna heal Kafka for 13 hit points. My goat. Ooh, I almost healed the enemy. I was like, ooh, don't do that. Yeah, and Kafka, yeah, Toto you can kind of hear him from behind the pillar, like, beep, 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 beep. And Kafka kind of, like, clicks her tongue, and she's like, I don't need pity from the very thing that's getting us into this mess. But it's now your turn. That thing just shot lasers at Kafka, so you're like, oh no. Let me get some more music in here. Let me find something I got in here. This is a good song. I'll get some more music in here. Yeah, these are good songs. Rocket launcher, let's go! Alright, who are you targeting?
The one near Kafka.
Alright, 25 will hit, so go ahead and roll damage on the rocket launcher. Nice! Sweet, yeah, you take out the rocket launcher and it just goes boom, and you watch a shot fires, and it hits this thing like kind of right near its like right in its abdomen, and it lets out like a large screech. And you did a big sizable damage to it. You still have a bonus action. Just keep in mind that that thing is two-handed, so you wouldn't be able to use your two-handed shovel at the same time.
Did I hide?
You hide? Yeah, sure thing. Where are you hiding to?
Maybe towards Toto.
Yeah, sure thing. If you do move out of this thing's range, though, it will. It does get an opportunity to attack. Yes.
I'll risk it.
You're gonna risk it? All right. So go ahead and move to where you want to move. This thing gets 17 to hit. What's your armor class again?
19.
Alright, yeah, he misses. He kind of swipes a claw at you, but you kind of duck underneath it like Tom Cruise, and you dash over to Toto. Do you say anything to Toto as you meet him?
Just like a... Be careful and be alert.
Meep, meep. He, with his little hand, he salutes.
So true.
So true, Toto. Bro, speaking facts right now. I believe it is now Kafka's turn. She's like, fuck this thing. Jesus Christ. And this thing is close enough to be attacked with her longsword, so she's going to... She does not get sneak attack, though. Oh, no, she hid lesser, and she does. Okay. She's gonna go longsword. Boom. Oh, let's go, Kafka. Boom, 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 boom. She gets a crit. She gets a crit. Which means that she doubles both her sneak attack and that. So that is crazy. Wow. She bloodied this thing single-handedly. That's crazy. Yeah, she basically does what her, like... Basically her in-game ult. Where you kind of watch this, like, from her fingers, these, like, spider web, like... appendages kind of... wrap around this thing and like hold it in place, and then she just shoom shoom shoom. She just goes in with her long sword and does a big epic anime attack. And this thing looks about bloodied, and it looks like you can see a bit of like steam and like electricity sparking from this thing. It's like hisses, and she's like, but as you see, as she kind of does that, her wound kind of opened up a little bit more, and her like whole entire like left arm is like soaked with blood right now. And she's gonna use her bonus action to hide again. She's like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
She's hiding right there. She's gonna hide behind this like seat here. She's gonna kind of duck under there. Alright, it's this thing's turn. He is not very happy right now. I just spit all over my computer screen. That's wonderful. I don't know how that happened. I was just like, bleh. I'd be spraying it, not saying it, I swear.
Oh my god.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, this thing's gonna come over. You watch as it kind of like hops onto the ground. He's gonna go over to you. Actually, no, he's gonna kind of like stay back here. And, I need you and Toto to make a dexterity saving throw. Toto's fine. Ooh, okay, what is the... Okay! So, you kind of watch as this thing's eyes... As it kind of like... It's starting to like kind of lock onto you, and you watch it hiss as its eyes go... And it shoots a ray of electricity at you. And, you will take... Let's roll that. Let's roll that for fun. 39 lightning damage as this thing like kind of pierces you right into your chest. In total, we'll take half because he dodged out of the way.
My goodness.
Oh no. I need to pull a calculator. Total will take 19 damage. And Total kind of looks at you, goes like beep 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 beep, as you're like, yeah, this thing kind of just like tapped you right in the chest as you feel this like electricity's kind of surging through you. You can only do that once. That takes up his whole turn, I believe. Yes. All right. It's Toto's turn. So what he's gonna do. Let's see if he can heal you a little bit. He's gonna heal you. He's immediately concerned. He's gonna go beep 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 beep. And he heals you for 11 hit points.
Yes.
We're so back. And yeah, Toto kind of like nudges your arm. Beep, 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 beep. Heals you a little bit. And it's now your turn. This thing is staring you down.
Is there a way I can disengage?
Yeah, you can do that as a bonus action, actually.
Okay.
Cunning action, disengage, and then you still have your full action to do something.
Could I go hide, over this area?
Yeah, explain to me how you'd like to hide. Like, where are you gonna try and hide behind a pillar, underneath something?
Maybe, like, near this statue?
Behind that statue? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll say you disengage from it and you can move out of there. Alrighty, sounds good. That would move. That is yes, you action, hide, bonus action, disengage. Gotcha. Alright, is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Kafka. Actually, wait, it's this guy's. This guy has to heal a little bit. There we go. He regenerates a little bit, and Kafka's like, great. She's gonna try and shoot this thing. And she's gonna try and shoot the other one to kind of get it away from you. Oh, Kafka. Oh, girly. Girly, you sweet child. Kafka, my dear. That is a nat 1. I understand. Alright, yeah. Yeah, Kafka kind of is like... She notices you trying to hide, and she kind of tries to deter his attention away, and she tries to shoot in its direction. Pew, pew, pew. Completely whiffs the shot. And it's locked. But it begins to lock onto her, and she's kind of like, oh boy. She's gonna do bonus action, dodge. Yeah. She's gonna do bonus action, dodge, because she's an awesome rogue. This thing's turn. Going after Kafka. Let me... This thing has a lot of actions. First one misses. Bite attack misses. 4 claw attacks. That one hits. Now Kafka's gonna have to... No, she doesn't have to. Oh wait, that did way more. That's supposed to do way more. Hold on. Kafka ain't looking too good. They crit Kafka. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you watch as like these things like go to bite her. She dodges out of the way. One of them slashes like her back, and she kind of like lets out a cry of pain. And then the other one, it kind of like, what is that? The other one, and then the other one like kind of slashes across her back, and the other one kind of pins her down by the arm. And Kafka is now unconscious. Kafka's now unconscious. And this thing still has 3 more attacks, so he's gonna go over to Toto. Be like, hey buddy. Hey buddy. So 4. That will hit Toto. And then watch as this thing turns around. And the laser, its eyes begin to glow up again, and you notice it's starting to, it aims at Kafka. And, but Toto's gonna do something funny. I think he can do this. Never mind. He can't do that. Never mind. Yeah, he shoots a, he watches an eye laser, shoots, goes, pew! Right into Kafka, and it kind of like explodes into dust, and you're like, oh god. But then as you kind of, as the dust kind of settles, you notice that she has been turned into stone. Let's see if there's like a... Yeah, that works. Oh well. They're like a rock. They have so many freaking, like, icons for this damn thing, and none of them are ever what I want. That works. Yeah, you notice that Kafka has been turned to stone. It's now this thing's turn. This thing's gonna pick her up. What is this thing's strength score? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you watch as this thing kind of... It's 2, like, giant mandibles, kind of, like, easily kind of pinch in between Kafka's body, lift her, and kind of pick it up. And, he's gonna try and leave the chapel with her. How much movement does this thing have? 50 feet. Oh, that's a square. Yeah, so we'll say that this thing can make it to about this room with Kafka on his back. And then it's its turn. Toto's turn. Toto is like... Toto kind of looks to you as that things just stole Kafka's body. He's like wondering if he should just... what kind of expression do you give Toto as he looks to you?
I'll put it in VC text.
Hold on. Like fucking Patrick, like the magic meme.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Patrick, what is it? Patrick surprised meme. Yeah. Rodas, both of you were looking at each other like that. As both of you were kind of shocked, Toto kind of realized that this other big spider is like looming over him. He's gonna try and attack it.
Oh my god.
Toto does not hit. Toto kind of tries to jump in and trying to tackle it, but this thing is like, since it's a spider, it's elevated off the ground from its legs, so he just kind of tries to run into it, and he fails, and he kind of runs back. He's like, oh no. It's now your turn. Oh
my god.
We'll say the door, like, kind of opened. You kind of watched as this thing took away Kafka's unconscious stone body. You can give chase. It's up to you.
What's its HP looking like?
That one was really hurt, actually. That was the one that Kafka crit, actually. The other one is looking at full health.
I'm gonna try and attack the one that is with Kafka.
Yeah, you can use your movement to get into the room. So are you just trying to, are you trying to knock Kafka out of its grasp, or are you trying to just, like, whack it?
Try and get Kafka.
Alright, sounds good. Go ahead and roll to hit. Oh, that's good. That'll hit. Roll damage. Nice. Okay. Alright, yeah, this thing looks hurt. I'm gonna have it make a strength check to see if it knocks, if Kafka falls off. Yeah, you watch it, like, whack this thing, and you kind of like fling Kafka off of its body as it kind of, like, yells out in pain, and Kafka's, like, unconscious stone body just kind of lays onto the ground next to you, and this thing, is definitely pissed. It turns around to look at you, and its, like, entire body pretty much fills this room. Because it's large. This thing is basically taking up the entire room. And, now Kafka's turn. She's gonna make a fucking death save.
Oh my god.
She gets a 14. Ooh, I almost did that with, Alright. It's now this thing's turn. Or no, actually, it's the one behind you's turn. This thing is gonna come up to you. Be like, hey. Hey, buddy. This is not what a situation this is.
I know it's gonna be fucked either way.
What a situation this is. Alright, we are going to, he's gonna attack it. He's gonna try and, he gets a 22 to hit for his first attack. And your AC, I believe, is 19, I think?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you take 12 piercing damage. I need you to make a dex save for me.
Alright.
Ooh. Okay, interesting. So yeah, you watch as this thing, its mandibles, like, almost like through the doorway, this thing's, like, head, like, goes in through, like, lunges in through the doorway and, like, bites your ankle, and you're like, oh shit, and you try to jump out of the way, but this thing has got a tight grip on you, and it grabs you, and you are now restrained by this thing. As this thing is kind of has you, like, locked up against the doorway. As the one behind you is, gnawing on your ankle here. And then he's gonna try and make a claw attack at you. Oh shit, I dropped my dice! No, I didn't. It's like, gets a nat 1, lol. Wait, I didn't roll. That misses. Third one. It's an 18, I believe that misses again. And a 17. No, wow. All 4 of his claw attacks missed you.
Wow!
Oh my god. What? Okay.
Alas.
Bet. Alright, and then he's gonna... Can't really make that from here, so I'm just gonna say he doesn't want to do that. Alright, and then it's this guy's turn. Since you're restrained, he's gonna pick Kafka back up. Be like, hello. He's gonna use his action to... He's gonna move away from you, but you do... Hold on, do restrain? Get opportunity attacks. Let me look this up. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, so this thing's moving out of your range, so you get an opportunity attack. So feel free to make an attack roll.
Okay. I'm fucking pissed.
Rocket launcher, oh.
Did I do that?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, you're like, oh, this thing's like, you're trying to fight with this thing that's biting your ankle, and you pull out your rocket launcher, you make a shot, and it kind of like hits the wall on this side, and you unfortunately whiff. And then this thing moves like, this thing's gonna move like right here. Oh, Kafka, come here. With its body, and that's its turn. Toto's turn. Toto is like, please don't bite my friend, please. And he's gonna try and attack. He's gonna try and attack it again. Toto, you gotta put it together, buddy. That's gonna miss.
Die.
That is going to miss, unfortunately. And then I believe he has to make a wisdom save. Yes, he does. Because of his... Okay, yeah. Yeah, Toto is now frightened of this creature. Of the spider, and he kind of takes a step back. He's terrified of this situation right now. But it is back to you. You would have to make a strength check to 18. I'll have him make a check. Oh yeah, he gets a nat 1. So yeah, we'll say that you break out. You kind of like, you're like, get this shit off me, and you kind of kick your leg out into its face, and you kind of break free, and, yeah, you are no longer restrained by this creature. I'll say that was a free action, so I'll let you have your other turn, because he got a nat 1.
Okay. There's like a full health loop. Put a two-handed shovel, please.
Are you gonna attack the guy in the doorway?
Oops. What the hell did I just do? Yeah, I guess me and Toto will try and do this one, because
Totally up to you. There is no wrong answer. I hope you know that. There is no wrong answer for this.
Yeah, okay. Actually, okay. I'm like, okay, maybe, I could go to, outside and try and, like, rocket launch the one that's running away.
Yeah, sure thing. Just, yeah, you just have to use your movement to get outside. I'm just gonna send this on screenshot in VC text. Just the situation right now. Rocket launcher, nice. 25 will hit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Please. It.
This is crazy. Oh shit. Okay, I almost put that damage on Kafka. That would not have been good. This thing is limping right now, but Kafka is still on his back. You still have some more movement, I believe.
And try and get out of the range of the one near Toto. How much do I have?
Let me check. I think you have. How much movement do you have normally? You have like 120 feet of fucking movement because you're a tabaxi, so it really, like, you could just do that. You could just do that for free. Yeah, you use 20 to get out, and then this thing is 40 feet away.
I will. Yeah, I'll move towards it.
Alrighty. Kafka, death save. Holy shit. Kafka nat 20 on the death. Save. She's back up on 1 hit point.
We're fucking
But she is still made of stone, so you know.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta double check what the fuck petrified really does. Just gotta make sure everything is incapacitated, petrified. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, so she's technically alive, but she's still does not look very good. She's still made of stone. But she is up. Well, sort of. She's on 1 hit point, but she's not conscious or anything. It's Toto's turn. Toto is soloing this fucking guy like a boss, but he is frightened of this thing. So he's going to run away, and it provokes an opportunity attack. Actually, I don't think he can... Hold on. Oh no, yeah, he does get opportunity attacks. Hey, bitch. He does get that opportunity attack. Ooh, what the hell am I doing here? And Toto needs to make a dex save. Toto's fine. Yeah, this thing bites at Toto a little bit as he tries to run away. Where is he going from? How much can he move? Go right here. He's gonna go right here. And his turn. It is now your turn. You can't really tell Kafka's state right now. You just see that she's made of stone, and you assume that she's still unconscious.
Is she off of him?
No, she is still on this thing's back, but it is, like, limping. This thing looks very hurt.
I guess two-handed shovel on it.
Unfortunately, this thing is you're gonna whiff that, unfortunately. Still have a bonus action, though.
What do I do? I guess I'll hide?
Okay, sounds good. So you kind of hide behind this dead bush or something. Alright. Kafka can't fucking do anything. She's made of stone. Good job, Grilly. It's this thing's turn. What should this thing do? This thing's gonna come after you, actually. Yeah, so you kind of see, you watch as like the like chapel doors almost like burst open as this thing like crawls out of it, almost like it kind of like, you know how like cats and like hamsters can kind of like squeeze themselves really thin to get underneath doors and shit.
Yeah.
This thing kind of does that where it's like its body like kind of like cracks. You can feel like the of its body kind of like cracking as it's like just moving through these spaces. And he is outside. And immediately he's gonna run at you. He's gonna make some attack rolls. That gif! My fucking Spider-Man! This fuck-ass Spider-Man!
Fucking bites me, I'm like, alright.
This fuck-ass spider. Oh my god. Okay, this thing is going to make a bitey attack. Bite, bite, bite. It's a dirty 20. Not a nat 20, but he does get a 20. Which I believe hits. So you take 12 more piercing damage, and I need you to make another dex save for me. 17. Yep, you're fine. Yeah, this thing tries to bite at you again. But he's like... You're like, no thank you. And then, he's gonna make his claw attacks. Here we go! Oh boy. Okay, so... I'm looking at this 20 that's on my desk right now. So you take, you take 34 slashing damage as this thing stabs your back with his claw.
Oh my god!
I believe that downs you, correct?
How much was it? 30 what?
You took 34 slashing damage. You're not dead, but you are unconscious. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Okay. This went very differently. But hey, this will just make this Sunday much more interesting. Okay, let me get some different music.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my god.
What's his name? Fuck.
That's funny as hell. Bro, I could send a picture of the damn 20 on my desk right now. I was like, alright, one more attack. Okay.
Just send me this of fucking...
This fucking spider, bro. That's crazy. Alright. So I guess... Yeah, so this... You're like kind of like running... Actually, explain what Ball is doing as this like... I'll make this dramatic. Explain what Ball is doing as this like other spider is kind of creeping up behind you.
Like me right now.
No, whichever one it is, whoever's crying, it doesn't matter. It goes both ways.
It's me. It's like, oh yeah, I'm imagining the big ball got stabbed. How Clover and Ruben got stabbed.
Yeah, it's like some super dramatic like scene, or like you're looking at Kafka being carried away, and you reach your hand out dramatically, and you're like Kafka, and then it's like a close-up shot of your face, and it's like, and you look down, and Ball's like entire body has been stabbed through with the claw of the spider, and then it like fades to black, and you kind of just go limp. Poor Toto, bro. Toto, no.
Wait, where is bro?
Toto ran away.
No!
Oh my god. Yeah, he's frightened of that spider, so he's not gonna want to go near it. Yeah, we'll say that you don't really know what happens from here. Your consciousness fades, and I guess we'll find out what happens on Sunday.